Tuesday episode with the OG crew. We got Babano down there. We got Wham Bam in the house, and Dutch. He gonna be pulling up shortly. So always good to be back here with the fellas. NBA was good for me last night. It's been good for me lately. I think I went 4-1 last night, so try to keep that going. How's everything been for you, Babano? We missed you on Tuesday.
Yeah, disappointing, but to miss a show. But unfortunately, these days when you got the hockey betcast, which I have at night, usually once or twice a month, it's too hectic to put everything together in time. But good to be back. I have not been doing well since the All-Star break until last night, though. Last night was a much better night, much needed for me because I think it was tough for me coming out of the All-Star break for a few days and kind of up and down 500 the first couple nights this week. But finally, we were in profit last night, which was good to see. We had the over with the Dallas-Toronto game. We had the Nuggets laying the points. Figured it was a good spot for them after Sacramento beat them twice. We did have the Clippers, though, and they hurt me last night with that collapse. But we did have the best bet for me, and this is what pulled me through to a winning night, was Indiana laying the points against New Orleans. I like that spot because of New Orleans being on the back-to-back. And then I read the reports that New Orleans got into Indiana after the New York game, 7 a.m., the day of the game. Plane trouble, plane issues, flight issues. They didn't get to their hotel and sleep till 7 a.m. the day of the game. You knew that was going to affect them negatively, and it got close at the end, but Indiana got it done.
Yeah, good call, good work on that. And I didn't get involved in that game, but nice work for you. Wham Bam, how's everything been for you since we last spoke?
Yeah, man. We did it up last last Tuesday. We caught that revenge spot there for the Hawks. Hawks did it up for us, got the first half. Yesterday, I felt the Lakers was gonna win the game. I seen the line move was kind of sketchy there. Did call the Rui Hachimura play. Shout out to Ocean the Great. She up in here talking about the Rui Hachimura play and the Bron threes. Those saved my ass yesterday. Shout out to you. Those saved my ass yesterday. Shout out to that. But yeah, man, everything's good. Can't wait to get it in with you guys today. Of course, happy Babano's back. And yeah, man, Dutch will be showing up here shortly because you know what my guy would say. The NBA is a hell of a drug, and y'all know what y'all dealing with. The motherfucking
Puck happy I don't have to hear that for a change. Yeah.
100%.
By the way, shout out to the Stars last night. LeBron for the Lakers, Kawhi for the Clippers. I took both of them over points, and that helped out last night. They both cashed.
There you go. Well, we got, what is it, 8 games? I think it's 8 games on the slate today. Maybe 7 or 8. I can't count right now. But it's a lot of money to be made. I like a lot of stuff. I know y'all like some stuff. So let's get to it. Eddie Cash says he's ready. There's levels to this shit. And we're going to get to the bag. So first game up, we're going to go 535, 536. Milwaukee Bucks, Charlotte Hornets. Game opened up. Bucks minus 11.5. Sitting right at 12 currently. Total down a point to 217.5. Injury report, same guys out for the Hornets. LaMelo, Mark Williams. For the Bucks, looks like, Jackson is the only person in danger of missing. True questionable. Giannis probable. Middleton continues to be out. So we did just see these teams play not that long ago. The Bucks beat the living hell out of the Hornets. Babano, do you think the Hornets take it personal and keep it a little bit closer this time around? And how do you see the total? Or how do you see the total? How are you looking at this game?
Yeah, it's one of these weird spots where, and these are always these tricky spots, right? We know Milwaukee's the much superior team, but they just beat down Charlotte, and I mean beat them down 120, 123 to 85 at home a couple of nights ago. Not even close or competitive that game. 38-point beatdown for the Milwaukee Bucks in that game. And look, they're playing better basketball. I'm not there yet with Rivers. He's still Glenn, but at least we're starting to see some progress and some steps in the right direction. They have a nice road win at Minnesota, beat Philadelphia convincingly after that, another nice road win, and they crush a Charlotte team that they're much better than. So, 3 straight point spread covers. They're starting to turn a corner. Are they focused on this game because they got Philly again coming up, it looks like tomorrow night, and this is the front end of a back-to-back here. That's Charlotte, sorry. Milwaukee's got Chicago on Saturday, so no real look ahead. And you look at series history, Milwaukee's won and covered 3 straight over Charlotte. And the last time they were in Charlotte, they won 130 to 99 back in November. And that was when Milwaukee wasn't playing well back in November with Adrian Griffin still at the helm. And they still ended up smacking down Charlotte by 31. So it's tough to back Charlotte. It really, even though this is a spot where I'm not sure the focus is there for Milwaukee, do I trust Charlotte enough? They were covering some numbers before that Milwaukee game, and they were embarrassed. I'd have a slight lean to Charlotte, but I don't know if I'll get there.
Fair enough. Wham bam. Like I said, we just saw these teams play. If you know, man, that game went under, and the market, I mean, odds makers making this one a little bit lower here in this game. I think it's low for a reason. How do you see this Hornets versus Bucks game?
Yeah, I'm looking there back. It's like 8 out of the last 9 meetings, this totals went under. This totals went under. And like you said, it was at 219 last game. That was the last game for the Hornets. And it's 218 right now. 219 and a half is where it closed at, I believe. I wanted to go in and focus on a prop. If I have any prop here that I like on the over, it got to be the guy, Brandon Miller. I think Brandon Miller has a better game than he did in the last game. This is a front end of a back-to-back for the Bucks too, like you guys mentioned. So this 14 points that he had in the last game, 6 of 14 from the field, 2 for 7 from 3. We need him to get 16 and a half, over 16 and a half points. That's the only way I'm going here. And am I really ready to put that as a super official play? I bet that. I'm not sure if I bet that more than a unit though. Less than a unit. No, I bet that less than a unit. So I'm not sure if I want to give this as like a best bet or anything, but this is the best bet that I would say in this game. So I'm gonna say Brandon Miller over 16 and a half points. I think he gets a bounce back. I agree with you guys with that under though. But I'm not anywhere on the side or any total. I'm just gonna stick to Brandon Miller in this game.
Yeah, he does ball out. I'm a fan of Brandon Miller, and not mad at that prop at all. Let's keep going down the list. Next game up, we have 537, 538. Utah, Orlando opened up Magic -5. They're now 6.5-point favorites. Total is up 5.5 points to 225.5. For the injury report, you still have Paolo game time. Isaac is out for the Jazz. Kessler's game time, and Porter is out. I don't know what happened here. Let's see. Let's get this. But Wham, there we go. Wham bam. I'm coming to you on this one. I usually come to you on these Orlando games. Do you think we'll see Paolo out there? I know you bet a lot of his props. Are you looking that way because the Jazz been terrible?
Right.
How are you approaching this game?
Paulo being in this game or not, honestly, I don't think I give a damn. I'm already on the Orlando Magic minus 3.5 in the first half. They're 5-0 ATS in the first half over the last 5 games. And then we talked about it last game. We talked about it before, how bad this Utah Jazz team has been in the first half recently. And I just think what we're going to just see from this team, we're going to continue to see them pretty bad. They're 1-9 ATS in the last 10. So I think and it's only because they got one win in between the 10 games, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because they really trash worse than that. I think they're 15-4 or some shit like that within the last 16 games or so, or 19 games, something like that. But neither here nor there. I don't think we have to worry too much about it. We seen Quinn Snyder be able to pull it off against these boys last game. I think that the Magic is in a good spot here to get the job done in the first half. And again, they've been covering the last 5. Team is treading on the other opposite side. So give me the Magic 3.5 in the first half. That's my official play here. Paulo being in there is going to allow me to spread the wealth because it's all Franz Wagner, saw Cole Anthony off the bench. But I think that if he is announced in, and I think they got I can't wait to Jonathan Isaac come back too. That way the defense gets a little bit better for this Magic team too. So those are a lot of things I'm looking into. But Magic first half, that's what I'm messing with, man. It's awfully tempting, like my guy Joe K said, but it's official for me, man. -3.5 Magic.
And I was thinking about that earlier. I was trying to decide between the first half and the full game. I absolutely do not want the Jazz. I did bet the Magic on the full game. The first half seems appealing. But Bano, do you like that first half? And do you like the Magic?
I like them first half and full game both. I mean, I think it's worth a look. I like the bounce back from the Magic against Brooklyn the other night, 108-81 after a loss to Atlanta. And they've been excellent in these first half spots. And not to mention, it's a nice little combination of things here. Not only has Orlando been pretty solid here, starting games, they've had a great first half point differential all season. Utah lately in the first half have been terrible. They've only covered once, I believe, in their last 10 or 11 first halves, Utah. So they've been slow starters, along with Orlando's good track record starting strong. So I think it's a perfect combination. Put the two together, take Orlando first half. The price is reasonable here, 3.5. And I also like the full game here. I think there's two teams going, well, Orlando started to right the ship again, which is good. 4 wins in their last 5 games. Utah, meanwhile, while they were going through that run in January, we also kind of thought, is this going to last fully? And we're seeing it's not lasting. Utah's in a bad way. 1-6 straight up and against the spread their last 7 games. Last 2 times they've been on the road, they've been beaten up and blown out by double digits. So, yeah, this is Orlando first half full game for me.
I think I have to add that first half. Dan agrees. And look, WAM been putting in the chat the first half ATS on the road for Utah 9-21.
Nah,
I believe
bad.
that's the same as
Yep.
I don't know. Okay, yeah, that's that. I'm getting there. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm getting there with the Magic first half as well as the full game. So next one up, we'll go 539, 540. Warriors Knicks opened up Golden State -3. They're now 4.5-point favorites. Total opened up 224 and it's down to, it's down as low as 221.5. So people liking the under in this one. Injury report. Santos and Wiggins out for Golden State. For the Knicks, continue to be without Robinson, Randall, Anunoby, and then we have Brunson game time decision. And Washington looks like he's probable here tonight for the Knicks. So I'll come back to you here, Babano. And this Knicks team, man, ever since, OG, the defense has gotten worse since he went down, and then no rim protection without the big man. So I just want nothing to do with the Knicks. Brunson even questionable. Like, let me look at this. I think the Knicks have covered. Look at that. Knicks have covered 1 of their last 10 games. Golden State has covered 9 of their last 11. Is it that easy, Babano? Do we run to the window with Golden State tonight?
I'm waiting on this one because I think Brunson being back now, a lot of times, one of your best players, if not your best player, he probably is their best player. He's up for MVP in my opinion, the way he's played this year, Jalen Brunson. If he does come back, usually when a team is off a loss with that player coming back, it galvanizes them. When the team's been playing well without that player, that's when it's, sometimes you can go against a team when they get the star player back. But I think tonight, if Brunson plays, that's going to galvanize a Knicks team that, hasn't played well of late, but they've been banged up. They're 2-6 straight up, 1-7 against the spread in their last 8 games, 1-9 ATS in their last 10 games. So you have been burning money with the Knicks lately, but I do think if Brunson comes back with them off a loss, that does help. So I am waiting on this, but if he doesn't play, I'm going to probably jump in with the herd here that have pushed this number up to 4.5 on Golden State and look to lay it with the Warriors, because without Brunson, I don't know how they match the firepower that Golden State clearly is showing right now. Golden State is scoring in bunches. Again, they've had some big numbers in some of their recent games, Lakers, Jazz, Washington. The Knicks defense with the parts that they have missing, especially OG Anunoby, not that same Knicks defense we saw when they first got OG Anunoby in that trade with Toronto, when they were playing great D and they were going under the total every game. Not that Knicks defense right now. Rim protection suffered. Interior D has suffered. Perimeter D, for that matter, has suffered. And you worry about that when you're going up against Steph Curry on the other side. So no Brunson. Give me Golden State. If he's in, I might lay off.
Yeah.
I get it. I don't care if he plays or not. I'll be on Golden State. I might bet him again if he gets ruled in, honestly. But Wham Bam, please tell me we're getting Clay tonight. I don't want to be hearing about Clank. What we getting tonight?
We are definitely going to get Clay. I think Clay is here to stay. He's coming off the bench for the foreseeable future. He's here to stay, you guys. I don't think you're going to see Clank. All that shit is out of his head because he's going up against fucking second stringers. You know what I mean? He's going to be against second stringers. But now that you got Andrew Wiggins with a personal family issues again, man, pray for him. We got to go to Jonathan Kuminga. He's played without Andrew Wiggins 6 times so far this year. 21 last game, which was on the 27th against the Wizards. It is what it is there. 28 the game prior against Brooklyn in Brooklyn. Then he had 11, 22, 6, and 17 in those games. He's been able to go over that 16.5 points, which is now at plus 105 available right now. kind of convincingly here, and I believe that he should be the guy that's up for it because recently has been struggling a little bit. So again, he was able to get it before. I like Jonathan Kuminga here, and then our guy Cashville Rican, who's been cashing with us left and right, definitely giving us good love on those recaps. We appreciate all those. Cashville Rican. He asked me what prop did I like. So happened we was talking about this game, and I gave it out to him. So yes, Jonathan Kuminga, this is my official play in this game, man. Yeah, shout out to Lil Wham. He out here, free Little Wham. He roaming around here. It is what it is. This is what it is. And shout out to Moses too. Dog, you, my dog. We all, man.
Appreciate you,
man. Jonathan Kuminga though, over 16.5 points. Think he gets it done without Andrew Wiggins tonight.
I like it. I mean, Kaminga's been going on for a while now, and 100% appreciate you, Moses, my boy. Always seeing him over at the spot. If you know where the spot is, where I'm watching these games at. But and Munaf comes in too, says Kuminga rebounds plus assists has been cashing. So a lot of different reasons to like Kuminga, a lot of different ways to play him. We can move on over at that with that said. I thought I saw somebody come in at the bottom, but I guess my eyes playing tricks on me. 541, 542, Atlanta and Brooklyn opened up Nets -2. I mean, it's key. I see pick them at some shops, but a lot of -1s. Total open 227, down as low as 221. So a lot of love for the under in this one here. Injury report: Okongwu out, Trae Young out. For the Nets, we still have Ben Simmons game time and Cam Thomas out. So I'll just slide back to you here, Wham Bam, on this one. We talked a lot about the Hawks in that last game. I think the Hawks are a team we just got to continue to play on. Do you feel that way, Wham?
Yeah, I mean, if I had to choose between the two, for sure, I'm going to take the Hawks over this Brooklyn Nets team. I'm liking everything you said, bro, the other day about DeJounte Murray being that starting cast player for this coach and Quinn Snyder, and the fact that you got Trae Young continue to be out. I just think that you got to go back to the well with him at least. I think they're putting his props up pretty substantial though. What I wanted to do is take his assists, but they kind of got it pretty high at 8.5. But I think that he's the guy that I want to target on the props. If I'm taking anything on the props there, but I'm with you, bro. I think it's best to just take the team that's being underdog, that's undervalued here in the Hawks against a team that I think that they're still giving them a little love, just based off of the little win that they end up getting against Memphis. Wasn't really too much of shit. So I don't know, man. It's something I haven't played here yet. I wanted to talk to you guys about it because they're not being at home stops me from going ahead and jumping on the Hawks just because of what they've been always showing us there. But this is a new regime, I think, now. You know what I'm saying? To your point, Skee, I think this is a new regime without Trae Young, with the whole motivation there. So I do like the Hawks here.
Yeah, Hawks. Murray's still trying to prove he can lead a team and win, and that's who Quinn Snyder was trying to keep around anyway. So I think they're trying to prove something right now. We got to kill this noise though. Dan Kelly, Hawks are a better team without Trae. I'm not going for that. Not at all. Not at all. But Babano, do you think the Hawks keep it rolling?
Yeah, this is Malinsky special right here tonight with Atlanta and Brooklyn. The great Dave Malinsky, rest in peace. One of his go-to angles. He taught everyone this over his years in business, was fading the team off the long road trip, and that's exactly what we have here with Brooklyn back home after a 6-game road trip through Boston, Toronto, Minnesota, Memphis, Orlando, and it was a rough road trip, and you would expect it to be with some of the teams they played. Orlando's a good team, Minnesota's a good team, Boston's a good team. Even the Raptors have played a little bit better lately, so tough road trip. The only win was against a lowly Memphis team, 1-4 on that trip. Now you're back home for that first game. I hate to do it, but I am on Atlanta here. At a near pick 'em in this game, +1.5, +1. They're not great on the road. I mean, we saw them get blown out at Charlotte, but they did cover at Boston. They also won at Philly. So they have had a couple good road games, but they're flighty on the road. I get it. This is not anything sure. There's nothing sure in betting, but this is not a sure thing with Atlanta with their road issues at times. But I do like what I've seen. You know what I trace this back to, and I like what I've seen. Quinn Snyder lost his absolute mind against Toronto when they lost to the Raptors. He lost it. He just lost it on the refs and got a tech and got ejected, got thrown out of the game, got tossed. And he was about as angry as I've ever seen a coach at the referee. And it seems like that's galvanized Atlanta, or it woke them up, or it lit a spark or something, because since that loss to Toronto, they've played 2 great games. It was a very good Orlando team. They whipped them 109-92. And then against Utah, it was not even a game, 124-97 the other night. So it's almost like it was a spark, or it woke them up here. And look, they need to get going if they want to entertain any thoughts of being in the mix playoff or play-in wise right now. Okongwu and Trae Young being out is a concern, but I think first game, you talk about the team can step up and without their star. It happens a lot. It's just Brooklyn's in bad form. They're off a long road trip. It's enough for me to take Atlanta here to pick them.
Want to add, man, good shit in the chat. Good stuff in the chat. I forgot who put that in here, man, about Mikal Bridges, what he's been averaging. Daryl said he's averaging 38.5 points against them this season, man. You go all the way back 5 games, going to, I believe that is the December 2023. He's actually averaging 33.2 points against this Hawks team, man. He's only failed to go under the 23.5 points that they said today one time in the last 5 games. Maybe Mikal Bridges is where you want to go, especially if you guys like prize picks or something like that. Mikal Bridges might be the guy to go higher.
I like that. Yep, I agree.
Good stuff by everybody. Let's keep rolling down the list. Next will be 543, 544, Oklahoma City. Heading into San Antonio, home.
My boys.
Home off that long rodeo road trip. I forget how many games they played, but they do it every single year. Game opened up OKC -11, hasn't really moved. Total, not much movement either, sitting at 238 right now. Injury report, I didn't see anybody on there for the Thunder, and Morris out for the Spurs. So, I'm coming to you here, Babano. OKC has been destroying everybody lately. Is it too much to ask to beat the Spurs by 11?
They've been destroying everybody lately. Another Malinsky special here. San Antonio off a long road trip, 9-game road trip, although the All-Star break broke the road trip up into 2 parts. It's really only been 4 games on the road since the All-Star break for San Antonio, but still it's been a huge-ass long road trip. Now they're back home. Oklahoma City is taking no prisoners right now. I was worried about, believe it or not, and thankfully they proved me wrong, because this is among my favorite teams from a viewing standpoint because of the Shai Gilgeous-Alexander Hamilton connection, obviously, and the fact that I've cashed a lot of winners with them this year. I was worried that maybe they'd have a little swoon coming out of the break, and I've been pleasantly surprised and happy to say that is not the case. In fact, the All-Star break, and that shows you, I think, what kind of a leader Shai has become. It's almost like, let's show everyone we're in this thing here in the West. We're a player. We're in this thing. We're a team to be reckoned with right now. We're in this battle with Denver and Clippers and any other Phoenix and all these other teams out West. We can battle with these teams. We're in the hunt here, and they have proven it here. I mean, they destroyed the Clippers by 22. 41-point win against Washington. They go at Houston, where the Rockets are a little bit better, and they beat them by 13. You think maybe they fall asleep playing against Houston again at home? Not the case. 112-95. They won by 17. I mean, they are smacking teams. San Antonio's off the long road trip. 2 words: lay it.
I'm with it. I'm laying it too. Wham Bam. You think it's easy as 1, 2, 3 for the Thunder tonight, or how you playing this one?
I'm right there with you guys. I haven't played this yet either. I wanted to holler at you guys about it. You talked me into the Hawks. I'm adding that, and I think you're gonna have me talk me into this one too, because I'm right there with you guys. I don't know what the hell the Spurs is doing, man. I think they could have been a lot better than they were so far this year. It's just been a little bit more of a muzzle, or they really just tanking for Cooper Flag or whoever else they got their eye on in an upcoming draft. Victor Wembanyama, I think he is going to have to go head up with the boy Chet today. This is one of those national TV games, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But even if it isn't, there's still going to be a lot of eyes here. Shout out to Dan Kelly. He did say Chet wants this, Roy. And I heard something about Ralph Sampson kind of put it out there that that Pop and Victor maybe should contest Chet even have an opportunity to win. maybe this is a game for Chet to go crazy, bro. And I think the reason why the Thunder is hit that next level because they got a guy like him and they got other guys that's coming through that you're really not talking about enough, like the Jalen Williamson of the world that's continue to make countless big plays, capability, especially when you try to isolate Shea. Shea gonna get in here. I heard I got Munoz say earlier today he gonna walk in with 31 points. You know what I mean? So as far as his props, I'm not gonna worry about his props there. You guys are right on spot on with that. But the Thunder 11.5, I think it is 1, 2, 3, my boy. I'm right there with you guys.
Yeah, and just to clarify what WAM was saying, it's actually Warriors, Knicks, and Heat Nuggets for TNT tonight. That is their doubleheader. You got Brian Anderson and Stan Van for the Warriors and Knicks. You got Kevin Arlen and Reggie Miller for the Heat and the Nuggets, both on TNT. Those are your national games. Yep.
Good stuff. We'll move right along. 3 games left. We have 5:45, 5:46. Rockets, Suns opened up Suns -8. Now 8.5. Total open 232.5 and is down 1 point. For the Rockets, I see Jalen Green, game time decision, and I see Eason out. For the Suns, Nasir Little, Damian Lee, both out. Looks like Eric Gordon, Bradley Beal, and Nurkic, all game time decision, but Nurkic looks more like probable. This is a game where, and I'll come back to you here, Wham Bam. It's a game where we just saw them play. Phoenix can maybe get a little bit of revenge here. Do you think that's the way this game goes?
Yeah, this game I hate. I hate this game, honestly. And the reason why is because y'all know I like Jabari Smith, man. Last game, he went the fuck off on these boys, bro. He went crazy on them. 22 points, 16 rebounds. Got 3 threes in the process. He played pretty well. And I kind of want to go back to I want to go to him today, even though I missed out on that game. And I hate missing out on Jabari because I know he's going to possibly have that same motivation for the next matchup. I think he is going to have that for this. So that's the reason why I don't like this game. He's been killing the points 22, 20, and 18 over the last 3 games, hitting a double-double in all 3 of those games. His double-double is at plus 110 right now, and his point prop is at 15.5. So fucking Jabari is screaming at me. I ain't going to lie. He's screaming at me. Suns are ass, too. Shout out to they are ass too, bro. But I think they gonna win this game, though. I think they get revenge. That's why I put the orange hoodie on. Not because I'm on them, because I think the winner's gonna win, man. I'm trying to win, so I put the orange hoodie on. I think they win today. But Jabari is I haven't put that in there yet. Maybe I'll add that or not. I like a lot of shit today. So Jabari double in points is making me make me want to hit this number. Pause, but I'm gonna stay away from it for right now. It's a lot of shit going on.
Another pause moment in the chat from JLK says, I get the revenge for Suns, but 8.5 feels a tad bit too big. Pause. But Bano, how you feeling about Suns and Rockets?
Yeah, I'm going to be on Phoenix here, believe it or not. I just don't like Houston on the road. I mean, Houston on the road all season's been a disaster. What are they, 5-23 straight up on the road, 10-18 against the spread? Phoenix just lost to this Houston team recently as well, 114-110 6 days ago in Houston. I think it's payback time here. Suns beat the Lakers in their last game, 123-113. They've been off since Sunday night, that victory against the Lakers. So, definitely a big rest advantage for Phoenix here. They play Houston again March 2nd. That's actually their next game. So it's a back-to-back at home here against the Rockets. But I do think they'll answer the bell here. I know they've been a little erratic. There's no doubt. And it is not exactly a bargain from a point spread standpoint here on the Suns. But I'm going to go in their direction. I just have not seen enough quality from the Houston Rockets on the road to trust them getting this number, even getting this many points. They've been blown out repeatedly in some of these road games. You take a look at it. Lost by 17 at OKC, lost by 22 at New Orleans. They lost by 8 at Memphis. Okay, Memphis has 2-point favorites, Houston, on the road. At Atlanta, they lost by 9. At Indiana, they lose. Minnesota, they got bombed by 21. I mean, they just haven't been very good on the road. So, and Phoenix losing to them last week. I know Phoenix has their flaws. Their defense comes and goes, but they got enough here to, I think, get a double-digit win. So we'll lay the points with Phoenix.
All right, Babano looking at those Phoenix Suns, and it's about that time where the Dutch boys in the building. You see what game we talking about? How you feeling today? And we touched everything except Heat, Nuggets, Washington, Lakers. If you liking any of
God damn, y'all backwoodding the shit out of the whole card. Usually all y'all motherfuckers
that.
ain't even started 20 minutes ago. I
Brisk
thought.
pace today, my friend. Brisk pace.
Bobano, huh? Okay, good to see the fellas. Good to see everybody in the chat. Apologies for the delay, but yeah, man. This game right here, man. I'm really looking at. I really think it's a Phoenix spot here. Obviously, I don't know what was said. Just trying to get in here real quick. Heard a little bit of Bobano at the end. I think I agree with pretty much what he had to say. I do think it's a Phoenix spot from the aspect of they went to Houston real recently and got smacked and lost out right there. I didn't expect that to happen. I believe it's 3.5-point dogs. Did handle business, probably a couple weeks ago there in Houston as a 3.5-point dog. The first time I think they beat them by 16 or as a favorite, excuse me. So I think it's clear there's levels to this shit, and obviously Phoenix is on another level. And the fact that Houston is complete fade on the road. We talked about how bad Houston is on the road. So nice get right, feel good spot for the Phoenix Suns. KD, Booker. I don't know. Bradley will be out there. Most likely not. This motherfucker is not really playing basketball anymore. So I would look early though. I'm not scared of the big number, but I do think Phoenix comes out ready to rock and roll early, doesn't overlook Houston, and puts them away early. So Phoenix Suns first half, it's good money.
All right, good stuff. And anything else? I mean, if you want to touch on anything else, or you just want, we can keep rolling too.
So yeah, man. I like. I tweeted out early today plus 120. It's probably somewhere around that as a two-teamer. Yesterday we had the Pacers and the Nuggets. They seem pretty profitable to me. So say what you will, but I do like the Golden State Warriors money line with the Orlando Magic money line. So I think both of those two teams both win. I do think if you're asking me what team I think I probably lean more towards the home team in Orlando. Utah's been complete. Almost the same thing as Houston. What we just said about Houston is the same goddamn thing with Utah Jazz. Bet on them or bet against them when they're on the road. Not that big of a number. Like to see Banchero out there healthy with the illness. Good with Banchero or not, I still think they handle business money line. And then obviously the Warriors. No Wiggins. God knows what's going on in his life, after last time, So we won't even get to go to that, but hopefully everything's all right with the Canadian guy, And I think Kuminga's, obviously going to play big minutes. Looks like Moody was stepping in as well. So yeah, I think Steph, Clay's doing his thing. So I like the Warriors as well, but I money lined it just in case of the fugaziness. And really, it's a fade of the New York Knicks. They haven't been playing that good a ball, and we got outside of Denver. Golden State playing really good ball outside of that game in the Bay against Denver here over the weekend. So I look for it to continue. Warriors continue to win, Knicks continue to lose.
All right, good stuff. Dutch with a nice two-piece. And I gotta say, I think for the most part, we all agree with those two games. I like the Magic. WAM like the Magic. We all like the Magic. I think Babano just had a little bit of pause on that Golden State game. So nice work there. We'll move on over to 547, 548. Heat, Nuggets. Opened up Nuggets -5.5. Looks like -6 right now. Total open 217.5 and it's down to 214.5. So 3-point drop there. Nuggets still, they played yesterday, but it doesn't look like anybody's out today. For the Heat, they'll be without Richardson, Love, Hero, and Thomas Bryant. So this is the first time the Heat will see the Nuggets after losing to them in the championship. And the Nuggets are on a back-to-back. Both teams have been playing well. I'll come to you here, Babano. I'm curious. I thought it was an under game. Has this total moved too much for us to get involved, or actually it's moved back up since that 212? Do you think it's still an under game? And who do you see winning this one?
Yeah, as far as the total, I didn't bet the total, but I think it could be lower scoring. Denver's kind of trended, under the total lately as well. And even the Sacramento game last night, like when Denver doesn't play as fast as you think, their offense is really good, but when they D up, they can stay under, and they're in that run right now where they've been trending under 6-4. Miami's been trending under 8-2 to the under their last 10. They've picked up their defensive efficiency quite a bit in this game. But as far as the side goes, look, I know Denver was very impressive last night, beating down Sacramento, but it was a great spot for Denver. I like them. I think Skee was on them. I think a few people that I talked to liked Denver a lot yesterday, but they had lost to Sacramento twice. It was a good situation for them. They are on a back-to-back here in this game with no travel, but they are still on a back-to-back. Miami's a rest advantage. Miami's covered 8 straight, 7-1 straight up, 8-0 against the spread their last 8 games. It's the first game since the NBA Finals. I don't always buy into the, finals revenge, playoff revenge narrative. But with the way they're playing as a collective right now, Miami, I think they can hang in this game. I'm going to take the points here with Miami in this spot. I think it's a competitive game. You're getting.
Damn,
I think we lost Lozano there.
Me.
No, we lost Lozano there.
I'm like, what did my son
Thompson
do?
been one fucked up motherfucker, man. Like my shit's been in and out all week.
I was about to blame that shit on Little Wham, y'all. I was like, what did he do? God damn, the shit just went up.
My bad. I'm trying to remove him, not put him up there.
With
big.
the Miami Heat here in this game, because when you really look at this matchup altogether, like I say, Denver's probably the better of these two teams, but this spot doesn't favor them. Miami's got a boatload of confidence right now. They're catching points. Their defense is playing as well as they have all season long. So I think there's a very live underdog here. I think it's a competitive game. I think it's a close game. We'll take Miami here, plus the points.
All right, let me slide.
Did I drop out there? It sounded.
You did. You did.
And I just
right
kept
back.
on talking like nothing
Right
happened. Typical me.
I was following everything you said when you came back too, so I fuck with that. Keep that shit going. Shout out to the
Talk to
pro,
him, man.
professional Bobano right there, man. I'm right there with you, bro. They fucked me over with the first quarter, last game, Denver, and I'm thinking that I'm coming out for revenge on their ass. So as much as Miami might be trying to get a little revenge, I'm coming out for revenge. Obviously, no Tyler Hero is gonna be like, yeah, I don't want that there, but Jimmy and those boys being able to come back, that's gonna help the whole mix here. And the fact that Jimmy's being back here, maybe they give him some fouls, bro. That's kind of the correlation to them winning to me. Is he going to get to the foul line or not? And I think he could get there today. So I'm right there with you, Babano. Not a play that I made here, but I was going to talk some Miami Heat ball here just because I kind of got a little revenge. Maybe I'm biased here because they sold that first quarter like they did. And I think they are going to do it again today. I think they're going to sell it again today. So I like that Miami spot there with you, bro.
Man, they messed up my sweep with that first quarter bullshit that they had right there. Dutch, you think Heat getting a little bit of championship revenge tonight, or you think the Nuggets just a little bit too much to handle?
Yeah, man. Shout out to our guy Troy T in the building. He's liking the Heat an awful lot tonight. Money line. He likes some money line as well. It's Mr. Trifecta in the building. Nasty Nate, good to see you, my man. Nuggets second quarter. I think there's a lot of love for Miami, and it's difficult for me because I've made some money out of Miami of late. We've kind of seen them turn the page a little bit after that extension with Spo. Kind of hit a little downhill there, and now they're back to winning basketball games. Really, didn't matter who's on the basketball court, but that the Hakeem cat from UCLA's, doing a little bit of everything. Duncan Robinson's finding his way. Obviously, Tyler Hero's been playing pretty well. I believe he's a little banged up right now, but I just look at Miami. I think they might be getting a little bit too much love in this spot. Denver was on pretty much cruise control last night. Did start off slow, second quarter put them away, and that was it. I think Denver first half might be another look. I liked it last night. I kind of just said fuck it and money lined them, as I mentioned with that parlay yesterday with the Pacers, but I think it's a good bet tonight again. So not to the window yet here, but I'm feeling a little too much love for Miami. I did want to hear you guys talk about it a little bit, but I don't know, man. Obviously Jimmy's talking that shit, saying that it's that time. But Denver has won 4 straight, really against nobody's outside of an impressive win inside Golden State, and really put them away in that second half. And one thing that does stand out to me is Aaron Gordon did mention, how he felt like it was kind of like blasphemy that they only had one All-Star, So maybe they're coming out, with a little bit more edge as a team since the All-Star break, as they have won 4 straight. because he wasn't, they weren't too happy that Joker was the only one representing the Denver Nuggets, the defending champs. So obviously the edge with Miami, I take that in, but I don't know, man. That was a long time ago. Maybe if that was the start of the season, I would take take that in a little bit more consideration. But I think Denver's clearly the better team, and you get them at the house, 23-5 at the house. So if you got the Heat here with the points, I think you will be sweating late to cover them points. Absolutely.
All right, good stuff from Dutchy. And we'll move right on over to the last game on the slate. That is 549, 550. Wizards, Lakers. Opened up Lakers minus 9.5. 9-point favorite right now. Total open 241. And it looks like 243 currently. For Washington, don't really see anybody on the injury report. For the Lakers, though, see some guys added since earlier this morning when I was looking. LeBron is game time. Looks like both AD and Reddish are likely. Vando, Vincent, Wood, all out. And I want to come back to Dutch here on this game. I had to make sure I was seeing correctly. I didn't have too much to drink last night. I said, Dutch on the Lakers? And you probably was a sad boy for like a good 30 something minutes.
Hey, boy, I was sad. I didn't even see that shit to the end. It was like 106, 101. And I was like, oh, shit. Come back to reality, man.
Can they do it again tonight? Can they do it by margin tonight after having to come back though? That's a big ass. That's what I feel like.
Nah, man. I know you taking this dirty bitch out tonight. Wow. I was like, Skee. I was like, nah, man, I might not be able to make the show. I was like, fuck that. I'm coming to talk about the motherfucking Wizards game. God damn it. That's right. The Wizards game. I knew you gonna like this motherfucker. And you probably done had Wham Bam probably already on it as well. But yeah, big win for the Lakers last night. I mean, come on, man. Does it get any better than that? Does it get any bigger than that for LA so far? And that's what LeBron does. When nobody gives a fuck about this shit, he gonna do some shit like that. No PG. I mean, Zubac is. Come the fuck on, man. But yeah, shout out to LeBron. He got me paid, so I'm gonna pat his ass on the back today because it was a rough day yesterday in college, and I ended up profiting in the NBA, which I definitely thought I was gonna take it on the chin. Through 3 quarters. So shout out to the Lakers. Big win though. Come on, man. We know they've been going back and forth, the in-city rivalry. We don't really got to talk about it. We know what it is. So yeah, man, the Wizards are bummy as fuck. They can't stop us foreign a motherfucking and add a bum to us. They can't stop us from dropping a hundo on them. But I do believe the Lakers do not give 2 shits about this game. I think they check the fuck out. They don't give a fuck about these Wizards tonight. So can the Wizards fuck around? Jordan Poole, fuck around and maybe get his 25. I think so tonight. So I would look for the Wizards here to cover +9, and I'll probably get to the window with it, but it's not going to be no craziness. Just a little action on the Wizards +9.
All right, Dutch rolling with the Wizards. I already kind of have a feeling where Wham Bam's going with this one. I want to hear Babano. Do you think that was a little bit too much, or it's a little bit too much for them to lay in this game after all the effort they put last night? Or do you think that makes them start rolling?
I am not ready to trust the Lakers as almost a double-digit favorite off a huge win like that against a team they may not give 2 shits about on a back-to-back with old creaky bones of LeBron and AD on the team. So from that standpoint, I'm going to take Washington here. I'm not fully trustworthy of Washington because, look, they do have a great road ATS record. They're 6-24 straight up, but they're 20-10 against the spread on the road this year, the Washington Wizards. And a lot of them, obviously, pretty much all of them have been underdogs. So they've been good in this role. They've been bad home dogs. They've been good road underdogs this season, the Washington Wizards. So I'm going to take them here. Now, I am concerned they haven't played great since the All-Star break, this group. But this is a clear spot not to trust, for me at least, the LA Lakers. They expended the gas tank, emptied the gas tank last night in that comeback in the fourth quarter to beat the Clippers, especially LeBron. He had a hell of a fourth quarter. You got to give him that. Give him his props for that. He was terrific down the stretch. But we're talking about a tricky spot, back-to-back, a game and a team that you just don't care about anything close to what you did last night. That was the final Laker-Clipper regular season game in that building. So, from that standpoint, it was like, hey, we're going to show the Clippers we're the LA team, not you guys, in the final head-to-head. And they did show that last night in that game. This has all the makings of a I don't know about a loss, but sleepwalk, run of the mill, just do enough to get by 5 or 6 point Laker win. That's what this seems like to me. So Washington for me plus 9.5.
All right.
Sweaty Butcher.
And
Good information.
yeah, shout out to Sweaty Butcher in the chat. I
That's
agree,
too
man.
exotic.
Wizards, this has been their role all year. Road dogs and Lakers, they're what 3-8 on the second of a back-to-back. What did Babano say? Old bones. So
Wu-Tang
we all know
Clan.
that.
Flash against my hollow bones. Yeah, that's the LA Lakers right now. Yeah.
I want to talk to Wham Bam about a prop, and maybe I don't even need to mention it because you might just get there with it yourself. But I feel like there's a player we need to play on in this game, and I think the dog is also worth a look. How you think this game goes, Wham Bam? How you see it?
All right, so it's a few different players that I like on the Wizards that we'll just start talking about here. Marvin Bagley double makes sense to me. I like Kyle Kuzma too. Obviously going up against his old team. He probably care. He probably care. You know what I mean? That's about it. But very close though. 23 the last game. 23 the last game, 26 the game prior with the Lakers 22. But I'm right there with you, man. Come on, man. Why would I bet against this team? They laying 10. I mean, like 9.5. Like, why would I go against the Wizards team? And bro, they don't care. They like the Lakers don't give a damn about this game. They just went and, like you said, put them boys in the Intuit bowl, whatever the fuck, with all them damn toilets that fucking Bomber keeps bragging about. Put them off to the damn toilets. Get the fuck out of here. Go to Inglewood. You out of here. And I honestly think that the Lakers, they don't care about this game at all, bro. And as far as them winning, they will win though. So my son, he's over this game too, bro. So give me the damn Wizards. We already on that. And then I also did take Kuzma over 22.5 points. I think Kuzma gets a good game today. As far as the play that I didn't play here yet was Marvin Bagley double. It's kind of shopping around here. I think you could probably get plus 200. I'm seeing like plus 170 right now. But Marvin Bagley screaming at me too. Oh, yeah, and then also Tyrus Jones. Golly, how can I not forget about Tyrus Jones? Assists been going crazy. I know it's at 9.5. It's kind of scary, but he had, 19? Or if he had 17 or 14 to get last game, Tyrus Jones got to be on somebody's card today, man, with the assist, bro. It's only right.
Shout out to Razor in the building. He says he's on the Wizards plus
We're
9.5.
all on the Wizards here. Yeah, everyone, Razor, everyone.
We liking them Wizards, man. We know how to get paid around here. Wham mentioned it. Nucky says Kuz don't care. He could have went to Dallas, and he said no, he want to stay in DC. That boy bugging out. Nah. If you look at Kuz's stats, whenever he plays the Lakers, for one, he goes off on whether it's his points or points and rebounds.
Yeah.
And then secondly, is beef. Him and Dinwiddie got beef, man. I don't know if you've been seeing them go back and forth with all this talking. Kuz about to cook tonight. He gonna have 20 plus attempts. Kuz assists under. He not passing the ball tonight. He putting the ball in the basket. Kuz is going off tonight.
Shit.
Ball hog night for Kuzma.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Kuz cares about this game tonight. 100%.
Hey, LeBron ain't playing tonight, man. He about to sit back and watch this shit. Man. Golly.
So that's how I'm seeing the game going. And that's the NBA card. You know, we do a lot. A lot of Tuesdays and Thursdays, there's not that many games. We talked about a lot of games today, so I feel like we just go ahead and skip the look ahead for today. When we have those short cards, we'll do a look ahead. How about that?
I'm cool with that.
That makes more sense to me. So on that note, we'll move on over to the best bet segment. And like usual, slide over to my guy Wham Bam first. Lil Wham, maybe whispering in his ear, telling him who to pick over there.
He in here for sure this time.
What's the best way to get paid? Wham and Lil Wham.
All right, bro. What you thinking? The Magic. Yep. I was thinking the same thing. Ain't no reason to go the other way around it. We're going to go up against the team.
Magic.
Yeah, 1-9 against the ATS on the road. Going bet against the Jazz, man. Take the Magic minus 3.5. I think Lil Wham likes that. He got the little blue right here too. So yeah, let's go ahead and take the Magic.
I like it. Get in and get out with the Magic, says Wham Bam. We'll slide on over to Babano. I have no clue what Babano's going with this time. Usually I have an idea. What you liking, Babano?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go with Atlanta here, +1.5 against Brooklyn. I just think Brooklyn's not playing well at all. Their only win recently was against Memphis. That's it. That's not anything to write home about. It's not like they've put things together or been sparked by the coaching change. Jacques Vaughn being fired, we haven't seen that. And they're off the long road trip back home. Tricky spot, bad long-term ATS spot. And an Atlanta team that after Quinn Snyder got ejected by the Raptors, it's almost like it lit a spark because they've looked great since then. Even without Trae Young, I think they can get it done on the road. So Atlanta Hawks. There we go. Atlanta +1.5 against Brooklyn. Best bet.
Love
It's
it.
been a minute since we got the bird call.
Been a minute since I used those fuckers for best bet. That's why, yeah.
I love it. My best bet will be next. I'm gonna go. I mean, we already know I'm betting against the Lakers, so I don't want to hear nobody giving me shit. I bet against the Lakers sometime. It's not gonna be my best bet for this show. Nucky, what am I missing with this Kuz beef? Can someone explain? I feel like if you just go into Google and type Kuzma Dinwiddie, you'll have a lot to see. It should be directing you to some tweets and some other things and interviews that's been said, etc. So just go ahead and click in, and that's gonna be my best bet for the show. Whichever way you want to play it, good with me. Points, rebounds. Don't put the assists in there. Don't do PRA because he's gonna be chucking it. I'm gonna go with points specifically for my best bet for the show. It was, it's 21.5 now since Denny's been rolled in, and he's cleared that his last 3 games versus the Lakers. And I told you a lot of other reasons why he cares about this team besides versus old team. So Kuz over 21.5 points, best bet for me. And last but not least, we'll slide on over to our guy Dutch, let the people know what the freshest look is today, and help take us home.
Yeah, man. We're going to AZ for the freshest motherfucking look to get the W. And the sun will rise. Believe that. And it's KD and booking the boys first half -4.5, -115. It's good money. Believe it. Let's go. Appreciate everyone vibing out with the boys. Be sure to follow our guy Bobano, our guy Skee, and of course WAM motherfucking Bam. Everyone in the chat, be sure to like, subscribe, and share the motherfucking video to the real ones. Ricky Bobby, Daniel Ponce, our guy Nucky Green, all the real ones. Let's stay fresh, stay blessed. Let's stay putting these motherfucking bookies to rest. Yeah, man.